So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharon Whiteman, and I partner with Gary Knapp and Diana Hunter every Saturday to be with each and every one of you in support of our amazing company, Manitech Australasia. We know that Saturday is not the best time for everyone, and then we know that we get a good involvement on the recordings afterwards as well. So congratulations for taking advantage of this education. Now, today we're very privileged to have Chris Simons. So I'll just give you a little bit of his background because I know more and more new people will be able to be witnessing this. Chris Simons joined Manitech in 2008 as Director of Sales, South Africa. His roles and responsibilities quickly increased, most recently as Regional President of basically the world, almost the whole world except in North America. Over his career, he's played an integral role in launching many new markets, including South Africa, Malaysia, India, China, Turkey, Indonesia, Thailand, and many countries in Europe. He's overseen the deployment of global systems, incorporating events and business education platforms that have resulted in over 1 billion in revenues. Chris fosters a market where leaders have the freedom and support to thrive while also building an operation that is set for ongoing sustainable business. Chris is often known as the man of a few words, but when he does speak, it's direct and comes straight from the heart. People are wise to listen deeply, and today is going to be no exception. We're blessed to have him. We're going to be talking about the new incentive. We're talking about Penny, and Chris will be providing us wisdom. So Chris, I've made you co-host if you want to do a presentation, just share your screen. And I'll just go off camera, but I'll be here if you need anything.
Thank you, Sharon, and good morning, Australasia, and good morning, everyone that I know, and hello to everybody that was at convention, because it was a great convention. But yeah, I'm still in Australia, sitting in Sydney with a beautiful view, off to Hobart on Monday to spend some time with the incentive winners. For the last incentive, we're going to go to Tassie for a week, and I'm looking forward to it. I've never been to Tassie. So it's and that's, by the way, saying a lot for someone who it's easier to say where I haven't gone than where I have gone. So Tassie is now off my list, and I'm looking forward to it. And Sharon, thanks for the kind words about my wisdom. I'm just very, very straightforward and very frank. And I hope people appreciate that it where my integrity and where my heart is. I really am blessed to be part of this company. For those of you who don't know me, I'm very passionate about the company and its products. I have my own personal health reasons why I'm dedicated to this country and company. But the reality of it is I have the privilege of traveling around the world and seeing exactly what it is that this company does globally, not only for people's challenges, financial challenges, health challenges, but what a difference we make in the world with our M5M Foundation, which I'm very passionate about, and I serve as a board director on that as well. So that's me. This morning, what I'm going to run through quickly. I think we had a leadership meeting this week, and a couple of notes that came out of there I think I'll share with you, because they are related to a new promotion, a new Silver Associate promotion, which we discussed at conference. We laid out the groundworks at conference as to what we were proposing, and we are on Tuesday night we rolled it out as something we're going to be launching. So I thought, let me take the opportunity of sharing a little bit of conference for you guys. For you guys who were there, it will just be a little bit of a refresher. We've got some promotions I'd like to share with you. So really just bring you up to speed as to where we are and where we're heading in the next couple of months as far as the company goes. So let me just share my screen, which is always a challenge for me. Let's see if I can get it right. Okay, can you guys see my full screen?
Yes, we can, Chris.
Okay, perfect. So I'm getting a little bit better. So just a quick refresher. So what was really, really good about convention this year was the numbers were small, but the content was phenomenal. The activity from everybody there was intense. I think we got a lot achieved. Our slogan for 2023 is Go for Growth. I spent quite a bit of time talking about goal setting and how important setting goals was, and then not just setting the goals, but how to get to achieve your goals was discussed over the conference. So it was a very in-depth, very tight convention. We had a lot of fun. We had some great dinners, some great education. And guys, I urge that, put it in your calendars right now. When we put out the date for convention for 2024, we definitely need to have you setting that as one of your goals for 23 is to work your way to 2024. So I urge that. That's something that we put all of us put on our dream sheets or our dream boards, or as I refer to it as the magic refrigerator. You know, we can. I tell people to put the pictures of all their dreams and goals on the fridge, because I tend to spend more time going to the fridge than any other place in my house. So every time I go to the fridge, it's looking at me. So that's why I refer to it as the magic refrigerator. So set those goals, cast that vision for 2020, 2023 to get to 2024. So I'm going to quickly, there were a couple of promotions that we launched at convention, and I've highlighted them a little bit. So there were 3 different promotions. One's called a Recharge, the other one Purify, the other one Bright Start. This is very small, so let me make it big. So that's what it is. So the first of the 3 promotions that we launched, available from the 6th of March, obviously was something we're calling a Recharge, which is a bundle which is True Pure, Superfood, and Immunostart. And then with that, you're getting a bonus Mana C and a shaker. Okay. I urge you just to go onto the websites and have a look at these. These were great promotions. One was a Recharge. The other was something we call Purify, which is just a double pack of True Pure for the cleanse, which we gave a 15% discount. And then the last something we called a Bright Start, which was 2 Superfood, 1 Nutrivirus, and a huge discount, and then a nice big glass bottle to mix it all in. So they were 3 nice promotions. And then the other ones that normally roll out this time of the year, the Mighty Manopole. And guys, please, the office has been inundated with people asking, is this the new Manopole? Because we said it's a Mighty Manopole. No, it's the same Manopole. We're just calling it Mighty Manopole. So that we've had a whole bunch of phone calls this week saying, oh, we want the new Mighty Manopole. And we're going, hold on, it's not new. It's just, we're just calling it Mighty Manopole. So just clear that, which was quite amusing. And then we did the body booster, which is Mana C plus double up of Mana C. Okay, so those were and then the one that I'm passionate about was the M5M candle, which is something that we're launching to the field, and a huge percentage of that is being donated directly. 10% of that sale is going directly to M5M. So just so, and by the way, everyone was there understood how nice the candle smelled. All right. So the meat and potato of this morning is something we discussed about and was getting back to basics at convention. And the reality of it is that when this business was growing, there were a couple of clues and a couple of hints as to why the business was growing. And a lot of it had to do with doing the basic fundamentals. And I think COVID has been and gone and dusted, and COVID has left. You know, they say there's long COVID. Well, I agree, there is long COVID in what and how we're running the business and doing the business. And if I look at all the markets that have started to rebound after COVID and the year after COVID, is those markets that have gone back to basics and gone back to doing what they were doing well and what was growing the business. And it's not that complicated. It is really getting back to basics, and it's getting out there, getting in front of people, talking to people, sharing the products, sharing the opportunity, and that's the basics of our business. It's a numbers game. It really, truly is sharing the opportunity and sharing the products, and not on the internet. Now, FaceTime and Zoom and all that, they're great tools, and sometimes we have to have these meetings, because of distances and times, and I get that. But the reality of it is sitting and trying to build a business on the internet is proving to be, it's easy to attract customers. It's not easy to keep them. They get exposed to all kinds of things. And there's no relationship that develops in this business. And this business is personal relationship selling. It truly is, because people buy from you and people trust you and join you before they think about the company or the product. So one of the things we really talked about was getting back to the basics, getting back to doing home meetings, doing coffee meetings, doing face-on-face, belly-to-belly type meetings. And I think the consensus at convention was, yep, we really should be focusing on getting back to just the basic building blocks. And that's where this 90 Days to SA challenge came in. And the date, by the way, was at conference. I am going to roll this out as of 1 April. I think it's silly to roll it out in the middle of the month, but I want to start talking about it, creating all the material, creating the T's and C's, and so that everybody come 1 April understands exactly what needs to be done, and we'll roll it 90 days out. Let me just turn my phone off, sorry. We'll roll it out for the 90 days starting 1 April. So what is the 90 Day to SA challenge? I think, first of all, I know this is ridiculous, but one of the things that I've learned, that is, if you can't explain what we're talking about to a kindergarten student or a kindergarten child, then it's too complicated. And we tend to complicate everything. So I always premise everything by making sure people understand what a Silver Associate is. And I'm sure everybody on this call does, but there's no harm in going, okay, so what is a Silver Associate? So a Silver Associate is an associate, okay, who has at least a personal 150 PPV. What does that mean? 150 PPV means your own personal order and or customer orders. So in order for you to be qualified as a Silver Associate, you need to have 150 PPV, and then you have to have at least 2 active legs. What does that mean? You have to have personally enrolled 2 active associates. An active associate is an associate that has 100 PV order. Again, 100 PPV order. It doesn't have to be their own personal order. It can be their personal order plus customer order, but it needs to be 150 PPV. Okay. And there's obviously there's some rules as to how you get, and then you need to have a minimum of 350 downline point volume. Downline point volume means your own personal volume, your own PPV plus the volume coming from your downline. But you need to have a minimum of 350 DPV, of which only a certain percentage, 60%, can come from one of the legs. So that's basically what a Silver Associate is. So what is the goal of the 90-day Silver Associate Challenge? It's to fast track people into creating Silver Associates. There is one caveat to this bonus, these bonuses that we're going to put in, is that in order for you to qualify to achieve the bonuses, okay, as the enroller, you personally have to maintain 150 PPV circle. So if you personally, Sharon, I sign you up, and I don't have a 150 PPV, I'm still entitled to all of the rest of, the commissions, the way the comp plan pays at the uni level, and all of the first order bonuses and all that kind of stuff. I'm still entitled to that, but I just won't be able to participate in this specific bonus unless I maintain 150 PPV circle. So that's the only caveat in this bonus, which is different to anything else that we do. Okay. So the idea is for me to sign up Sharon and help Sharon create what we call a Silver Associate. Okay. So that's me on the top, Sharon, you the new Silver Associate. And literally what I'm going to do is I'm going to enroll Sharon, and I'm going to help Sharon qualify as a Silver Associate as quickly as I can. And I went through the rules. Sharon knows what she needs to do. She needs to personally enroll 2 associates. Okay. We know the rules are as to what they call active associates. And the moment she has 350 DPV, with 2 active associates in her business, she qualifies as a silver associate. Now me, because I've enrolled Sharon, the moment Sharon goes silver associate, I get a bonus. So I get what I'm calling a growth bonus of $50. And I have a 90-day window for Sharon to qualify for 90 consecutive days, so 3 consecutive months. And every month that Sharon qualifies as a silver associate or higher, okay, I will get the 50 ppv, the $50. But remember, this is a 90-day blitz. So from the day she goes the new silver, okay, I have 90 days for her to do it consecutively, for me to earn $50 every month Sharon remains a silver associate or higher. Okay, and there's a reason why I say or higher. So I have that opportunity. So if we start in April and in June Sharon goes silver, I have June, July, August, if you know what I'm saying. It's a 90-day from when the silver associate is created. Obviously, if it's a 90-day blitz that we're starting and it's April, May, June, from July onwards, this bonus no longer counts for new silver associates. But if we create these silver associates in June, obviously they've got the 90-day roll on after that. So I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, so I've enrolled Sharon. She's now silver associate. The moment she qualifies silver associate with all the rules, and Chris, me, has my 150 ppv, I will get $50 for the next 3 months that Sharon is a silver associate or higher. So that's the first part. Now, what's it in for Sharon? Sharon is now the new silver associate. And the moment she creates a silver associate position with all the rules, okay, so 350 DPV, 60%, no more than 60% in one leg, and she's got 150 personal PPV, Sharon, as the new silver associate, will also earn $50. And every month that she, for the next 90 days, qualifies as a silver associate or higher, she'll also earn the $50. So she can earn up to $150 if she goes silver associate and maintains it with all the rules for 3 consecutive months. She will earn a bonus of 150. So the enroller, the person enroller can earn up to 150, and the silver associate, as long as they maintain the silver associate with the rules for 3 consecutive months, can earn an extra $150. So that's the first part. So the objective here is for the new silver associate to duplicate what I've just done. So the goal is for Sharon to duplicate what I did with Sharon. Okay, but it doesn't mean I'm going to walk away and not support Sharon. It's me. I'm now going to work with Sharon to help her duplicate with what she's done. So if we go backwards, you'll see Sharon had associate 1 and associate 2. What we want to now do is associate 1 and associate 2. We want to help them go silver associate. Okay, so that's the 2 by 2. And that's all we're focusing on right now, 2 by 2, back to basics, 2 by 2. And I know I think most of you built your business that way. I think most of you, when you had massive momentum, we're building along these lines. So the goal is for me, Chris, to help Sharon, who's the new silver associate, create 2 new silver associates out of her silver associate group. And what does that look like? So this is just the diagram. So what does that mean? What does that mean for Sharon? It means Sharon, if she can enroll 2 silver associates, okay, or create 2 silver associates, she, by the pure volume of her business, will now be a gold associate, okay? And she will have at least 150 DPV in her business, okay? Because she has 2 silver associate structures. Each one has to have a minimum of 350 to be a silver associate, plus the 150 Sharon has to have on her own, okay, which is 850 DPV. So in order to get the next bonus, Sharon needs to be a gold associate, 2 silver associate businesses, and she has to have a minimum of 150 DPV in her business. Okay, now, she will be a gold associate, but she won't just be any gold associate. She'll be a gold associate with great structure. And part of this, the promotion is not only just about the money, it's about teaching good structure. Because if you can duplicate this kind of structure and it duplicates and duplicates, if you do the maths, this is such an incredibly strong and good building block how to build your business. So Sharon, you're now a gold associate. You've got 850 DPV and 150 PPV. Obviously, 150 PPV of that 850, you have to have your own 150 PPV. So what does that mean for you, Sharon? Well, because you're still a silver associate or higher, okay, and you're still doing it in your first 3 months and you're maintaining that position, okay, you're still going to earn your 150. So you don't lose that. So as you're now a gold associate, you're definitely higher than a silver associate, but you will still get the 150, 3 times 50 that you were going to get as a silver associate. So that's your bank money. That's your banker fund. You're going to get that anyway. So you get your 150, which is 350, 50, 50, 50 for 90 consecutive days. So you can max that with 150. But now, just because you've now created 2 new silver associates, the same rule applied for you that applied for me. When I created you, Sharon, as a silver associate, I got $50 for creating a silver associate. You've now created 2. So you will get $50, $50 for each of those 2 silver associates for every consecutive month that they maintain the silver associate and they fit in the rules of what is required of a silver associate. So you can earn 2 times 50, because you've got 2 new silver associates under you, Sharon, up to 3 consecutive months. So that's $300. So $300 plus 150, you can, in this 90-day blitz or this 90-day blitz period, you can earn an extra $600 by going gold associate and maintaining it for as long as you can. Realistically, it's going to be very hard for you to maintain some of it, because you definitely won't get 2 times 50 times 3 unless you really are working really hard. You might get 2 times 50 times 2. You might only create the new silver associates on the 2nd month of your 90-day blitz. So you know what I'm saying. So, but you can earn up to, Sharon can, as the new associate, can get an extra $450 bonus. Remember, all the other commissions stay the same. All the first order bonuses stay the same. All of the power seller bonuses stay the same. All of the uni-level payouts stay the same. All of the ranked, everything as usual gets paid out of the comp plan. This is a bonus on top of what happens with the comp plan. Right. So what about me? What about poor old Chris? Well, I've now enrolled a new gold associate, which is Sharon. So I'm still going to get, okay, so because now Sharon is a gold associate, I am going to, for every month that Sharon remains a gold associate, I'm going to earn $100, okay, for 90 days, which as long as Sharon is a gold associate. And people just leave me alone, sorry. So I, as the enroller of Sharon, have created a gold associate. So I'm going to earn because I've created Sharon as a gold associate, I'm going to earn $100 a month for 90 days, because now as I said, I've now created a gold associate. And at the same time, in the same vein that Sharon is now earning on the 2 new silver associates, because I'm involved and I'm actively involved in working with Sharon and worked with her to create the 2 new silver associates, I'm also going to match what Sharon gets as far as creating silver associates. So I'm going to get a maximum of 2 times 50 times 3. So I, as the enroller, there's benefit for me to help Sharon go silver associate. There's a benefit for me to help Sharon create 2 new silver associates, because that means now Sharon is a gold associate, okay, and moving up in the tree. So, and that's where the 2 by 2 stops as far as bonuses go. But obviously the goal is to try and is for me to try and help Sharon, who's now, if Sharon can duplicate and in that group underneath her, create a gold associate. Okay, which means one of these silver associates that she created duplicates again. It's another 2 by 2. Okay, Sharon will create a gold associate that was silver associate. One will become gold associate, and the second silver associate, if you can duplicate that, obviously you can see how this plays out. And the bonuses will move across. So they're not capped, but they are capped as to how much you can earn up to the gold associate. If you find 3 silver associates, 4 silver associates, and you can duplicate that, obviously the commissions will be, my phone never stops ringing, sorry guys. You can duplicate that across. It's very straightforward, very simple. The terms and conditions will be put out, be made available for everybody, but it's the basic fundamental building blocks of what we're trying to do with the 90-day promotion. Okay. So that's the first part of what we launched as the first part of the incentive trip that we're going to be rolling out after this 90-day win your way or creating silver associates. Because one of the things we're going to be doing on the incentive, we know where we're going, by the way, on the incentive trip. It is an international destination. It's not cold. It's and that's all I'm going to tell you. It is definitely international, and it's definitely not Wagga Wagga. I keep on telling everyone we're going to go to Wagga Wagga, or I say some city places, well, maybe like Newcastle or something exciting. But we definitely, the incentive trip for this year destination is definitely international, and it's definitely warm and wet. And that's all I'm going to say. So, but one of the focuses on the incentive this year is definitely going to be on creating leadership development and growth and ranking up. Yes, there will always be a component of signups that is required, because your business does need signups. I mean, you know, I spoke about this in depth at convention. You know, we tend to see that when you launch an incentive, people get excited and they try and figure out, okay, what do I need to do to go on the incentive, which is great. And it does motivate, and it does drive, and it is a motivation for a lot of people to win a free holiday. But there's a lot more to it than that. If the incentive activities that we require are not thought out well and are not good business habits, they tend to have a negative impact on your business. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the business, we launch an incentive, it grows and it goes up and up and up. It starts leveling out when it gets to the middle of this incentive, and at the end, everyone's like a mad dash to try and see how they're going to qualify to go on the incentive, which is, you know, it's okay. But then what happens is, the moment the incentive finishes, the business just dies. You can see it goes up, goes down. And then we start again at the bottom and go up and down. Now, that maintains a business, it doesn't grow a business, but at the same time, it's not teaching good basic business fundamentals. And that's one of the things we're going to try and make sure that we reward. We want to reward for leaders, you guys enrolling associates, bringing them on, and them growing in the business with you, rewarding good business building habits, rewarding rank advancement, putting more emphasis into people coming in and building the business, as opposed to people buying in just to qualify for an incentive trip. So this 90-day Silver Associate Blitz, or whatever we're calling it, is step one of where we're going to go with the incentive rules. Because all of the new Silver Associates and all the new Gold Associates that are created in this 90-day block will get an advantage while qualifying for the incentive trip. We're still trying to work out the numbers. It could be a doubling of all points. I want to see new people coming into the business and working hard and qualifying and going on the incentive trip. I love seeing all the people that come all the time, but that's, we really do need to be bringing new people, new faces with us on these incentive trips. So I urge us to have a look at this 90-day blitz and understand, and we'll lay it all out, that the benefits of all of these new silver associates and these gold associates and the enrollers of the new silver associates and gold associates understand that they're going to get not an unfair advantage because they're doing the work now. They will have an advantage in qualifying for the incentive trip. So just keep that in your back of the mind. So when we do roll this out in April, not only is it a great building block with some nice little bonuses, you're not going to get rich on creating silver associates, but there's money in there. It is a reward. It is a challenge, but more importantly to me, it is good. It's building very, very good basic building blocks and structures and engaging people in the right manner. So that was the thought and rationale behind where we're going with this 90-day 2x2, creating silver associates blitz, and how it's all going to feed into the incentive trip. So unfortunately, I can't tell you where we're going because I think Jenny might shoot me if I told everybody where we're going. But as I said, it is going to be an international destination. It is going to be a worthy incentive to qualify for. But we are looking seriously at making sure that you as leaders and you guys that are actively building the business are rewarded for building the business. You know, not only just recruiting and just signing and just bringing in customers but actually working with associates and duplication, because you know, ultimately that's your security. Your residual income is the duplication of what you do, which then cascades down. So I think hopefully I covered that.
Two questions, Chris, from the
Sure.
chat.
Sure.
One is, I think you've already said as soon as the terms and conditions are finalized, this presentation will go out. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I had a meeting yesterday. We're working on the T's and C's. It's not complicated, but we'll definitely make sure. There are some caveats that I need to make sure everyone understands, that if you don't fit into those, if you don't have 150 PPV, no matter how many gold associates you qualify underneath you, you'll get the normal rank up, you get the normal, all those bonuses that come through the compensation plan. You just won't get these bonuses. So those will be laid out. The other question is how do you refer to what is a new silver associate? Okay, and that one I know that everyone's sitting going, well, what's a new? Is it a brand new enrollment? Well, no, it can be. It can definitely be a brand new enrollment, but it also can be an associate that hasn't been a silver associate for a period of time. And I think there are a lot of people out there that have started building this business, and because COVID came along and or life came along, have fallen back and are just straightforward associates and haven't had a rank for a while. Okay, there'll be a cutoff period, which I'm just going to confirm. I've just got Sindhu running numbers, and that cutoff date will be if you have not been a silver associate since this date, and you now become a silver associate, that will also count. So it's not just about brand new recruiting. Obviously, the idea is to bring new people on and to teach them good habits and to start working with fresh bodies and fresh legs in the business. But there are people that have just fallen behind on the wayside that want to get active again. And this might be a way of bringing them and helping them get active again. But it shouldn't be, okay, let's focus on everybody who hasn't done anything for 2 years, because most of those people don't want to do anything anyway. But in the odd case that there is someone that really wants to work, you're not going to earn any of these bonuses unless you're working. So it is, it is a good tool to go back and try and get people that have just had life fall in their way and cause issues in their life to have a look at it and see if there's some opportunity for growth. They say, it's always very, very hard to resuscitate a dead horse. You know.
And Chris, one more question. Is there any requirement for PV at any of those levels? So your own personal volume order?
No, you look, the reality of it is I don't believe there's any PV requirements left anywhere in our comp plan. It's all PPV. And I think it has to be a combination of customer volume and personal volume. To me, honestly, when I look at a business, and I've got to be honest and frank, if I look at a business and I'm looking at the person involved in the business and I don't see any PV, I question their sincerity. You know what, in order for you to build this business, there's one fundamental rule. You have to be a product of the product. If you're not using the product, then really, how do you have any credibility? I mean, come to my house. I urge any one of you to come to my house and go into my kitchen and open the cupboard in my kitchen. I have more product in my house than you'll find in most storefronts. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm committed to these products. My wife would not be where she is right now in her health journey if it wasn't for these products. So I just struggle with someone who tells me, yeah, I don't take the products, but I'm just want to build a business. Well, where's the credibility in that? So that's just my opinion. And you know, if any of you have ever sat down with me and discussed your businesses, you know, those are the kind of things I look at straight away and say, well, what product are you taking? How can you be a product of the product? How can you be an ambassador for our company when you're not taking any products? So PPV is something that I think is something that it's been forced on us by American law. There are a whole bunch of American laws that are just crazy. Pay-to-play rule is that in America they can't force you to buy a product to enter a competition. They can't force you to. They can make you come into the store and fill out a piece of paper, you know, but they can't force you to actually pay to play. So again, that's why the PPV versus PV thing issue it's a huge debate. You know, there's no reason why you should not have why you should not have your own volume in your own account. There's no reason for you to have it as a customer account. And quite frankly, that's one of the policies that are being written right now, where you're not going to be allowed to be an associate and a customer. There's no reason, absolutely no reason. It's blatant manipulation as far as the FTC and people that are after our industry that are trying to prove that what we do is wrong. So just let you guys know that is coming along the line. That those regulations have been written right now, that you have to decide. You're either a customer or you're an associate. It's as simple as that. So there's no reason for you not to have your own PV, you know, unless you just see this as an opportunity to work online and make some money, and you know. So anyway, that's my theory on PV versus PPV.
Well answered. Couple other questions and new topics. Any update on a probiotic for Australasia?
You know what? I was asked this yesterday, and I told Cindy to tell the associate leader that I close my door 6 times a day and I pray. and I still haven't got an answer. And that's not the truth. We are moving along as fast as we can. It has been very, very complicated. The facility we're going to be using has just been approved, I think, by the TGA. The formulas are with them right now. So I wish I could blame anybody else or everybody else, and let's blame Manatech because it's easy. But this year, that's all I can say. It'll definitely be this year, and I can't be any clearer than that, because I'm not going to make promises that I don't know the answers to.
Yeah, the TGA is a force to be reckoned with, I can tell you. But hopefully, it's coming down this year.
No, look, we've gone a long way. We've found a manufacturer that the TGA are willing to work with. It's just, you know, we can say what we like. They honestly believe they're doing what they think is in the best interest of the country. And as you know, as much as I argue with them, I have the TGA in every market, by the way. They just called something different. The good thing about the TGA here is they're very, boy, you know that they're going to give you a hard. In my opinion, they're the second most compliant organization in the world. I know compliance probably, I don't know if that's the right word, but they are the second toughest approval to get anywhere. The Canadians are the worst. The Canadian authorities are just absolutely brutal when it comes to food supplements and natural supplements. And but yeah, we're working with
right.
TGA, and we should get a resolve.
And one other question, it's the stealth launch of the Luminovation. I still can't say that word. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people grieving the youth. So can help them.
Okay, so let's just talk about the youth. And I think we all understand that our youth line is a really, really good line. But again, being a business partner, and I believe that we're all business partners, we always do need to understand the business behind the business. And the costs involved in procuring the raw materials for us to continuously carry on making the youth have become astronomically high. Now, could they come down and go up? They fluctuate up and down. The reality of it is we do not sell enough of the product to make a good business decision to maintain the full range globally. And that's just that bottom line. We cannot manufacture at the levels we need to manufacture to keep the prices where they need to be, because I was doing one market in order for me to keep youth in that one market. And this is just an example, guys, don't panic. And I'm not starting rumors. In order for me to do it, I needed to do a 70% price increase just so I could meet the margin needed to pay commissions and to keep the company afloat. 70%. Can you imagine if I came in and said, you can keep youth, but double the price? Just as good as it is, people are going to laugh at you and they're going to ridicule you. So, but in saying that, Luminovation is an incredible product. It is going to, the reason why Luminovation as opposed to youth is it's a more complete system. It's very simple. It's, but it is a more complete system, and not better technology, but just as good technology. But in saying that, I'm not willing just to throw youth away either. So there are all kinds of discussions going on about maybe keeping, let's keep Emprozone away from the skincare, even though it is part of the youth line. We'll never give up on that name youth, by the way. That name we're going to keep. That would be ridiculous. We've trademarked it. It belongs to Manitech. We'll keep that name anyway. So the Emprozones and the other gels that you don't have in this market, obviously those will stay because that's a different category. And we'll look at the rejuvenation cream, because I think the rejuvenation cream is phenomenal, but maybe we need to look at thinking about repackaging it, making it a sexier brand, coming up with a simple story. Maybe we can keep it, as a standalone product. There's a lot of things that, there's a lot of things that I'm willing to look at and do and try and find solutions to keep, our products. Unfortunately, when the company looks at product sales and how long they sit on the shelves and how we've got to do promotions to get rid of products and how that affects margins, and from a straightforward business point of view, they flag these products years in advance, telling us we need to up the volumes, we need to up the levels, because it just doesn't make financial business sense for anybody to keep those products. There's no sense in you guys making commissions, but us losing money on the product, because one day is one day that there won't be any money to pay the company, let alone pay commissions. So it is, it is always a fine balancing act between trying to find the right products at the right price with the right margin, and then obviously do the right volume. So look, there's one solution to this, guys, and I say it all the time: growth. if we can turn this market around, if we can go out there and start looking at creating silver associates, bringing them in, you know what, they're buying products, they're using products, and we know that there's certain of our products that if someone has the opportunity of taking those products and understands the benefits and not buying them once, because our products are not a 30-day product. That's, if you believe that, then you're just chasing a first order bonus, and then your business ain't going to grow. That's why we have the satisfaction guarantees we have. Because as I love what JP Costa says. JP Costa says, you will never pay for this product if it doesn't work. Simple. It's as simple as that. Because if you take it and you don't think you're going to get benefit from it, you have a satisfaction guarantee, 90 days in some markets, 120 in others, that you can return the empty container. Imagine if you went into a pharmacy and said, I bought this cream, or I bought these tablets 60 days ago. It's empty, but they didn't work. I want my money back. They'll chase you out of the pharmacy. You know, so the bottom line is that's the reality of it is, you know something, I'm comfortable in telling people, you know what, you won't pay for these products unless they work for you. Simple. And that's the reality. But as I said, growth gives us so much more potential to do so much more. You know, it's a business. And for those of you who run a business, know what I say about it. You know, it's a fine balancing act between running the business opportunity. So if your revenue's going up, your top line's going up, and you're moving products, it means I can negotiate better prices. It means we can do a lot more. It means the revenue goes up. We've got more money for incentives, more money for functions. I can probably pay for a haircut, which I think I need. Cindy said yesterday my head looked like, she said I looked like a toilet brush. So it's a bit flat today, it's fine. So, but you know what I'm saying, guys, we are in control as partners. We're in control of our own businesses. We truly are. And it's up to us to grow together. And I know it's easy to find fault. It's easy to find issues as to why we're not doing it. At the end of the day, I always liken it to, you know what, if you're starving and you've got children at home, you're going to go out and do whatever it does to put food in front of your children. And you'll go and stand on a corner and beg. And I'm not saying we need to do that, but you know something, often we tend to take the easy route out and go, oh, well, we can't do this, and Manitech's that, and Manitech's this, and Manitech's that. Well, guess what? Manitech doesn't build your business. Yep. You know, it's all about growth. If we can grow the business, there's so much more we can do. From a Manitech standpoint, you know, I hope none of you ever question my belief and my support and my commitment to this market. You know, I'm not expected to be on a call at 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm living in the USA with Australia. I do it because I'm committed to the leadership in this country. I'm committed to our products. I mean, hell, we are blessed. We are so blessed with our products that we should be embarrassed not talking about our products to people, because we have nothing to be embarrassed about. I say this all the time. I speak to a lot of other people, a lot of industries, a lot of companies out there, and they all tell me one thing: man, we wish we had the products you guys had. You know, so I mean,
lots of gratitude in the chat, Chris, and lots of commendation on who you are as a person, as a leader for, you know, the globe and especially our market. And there was something else I was going to say. Oh, there's a few votes for not getting a haircut. They like you as you are.
Listen, I like looking like a convict. So,
well, God bless you. That was a very awesome, full, and wholesome, supportive call. Really appreciate your dedication to us, Chris. Have a great weekend. Have a great time in Tassie.
I'm going to. Thank you very much. I truly am looking forward to it. I'm looking.
It's a beautiful country or state.
But more than that, I'm going to get to spend some good time with the leaders that have qualified and the people that have qualified. It's going to be fantastic.
We'll look forward to the pictures. Thank you so very much.
Thanks
so next week is Penny, everyone. And we'll see you then. Get started on Penny. Don't forget.
Please invite me to next weekend as well. I would love to be on the Penny Call.
Okay, I would love
Okay.
to invite you. All right. See you,
Thanks, Sharon.
Chris. Thanks,
Have a good
everybody.
week,
Have a great
everybody.
weekend.
Bless you.